Morning, welcome back to Noble Flowers, Phaedra. That sounds like I'm welcoming myself. But anyway, hello, I am Phaedra and this is Noble Flowers. And we flower farm and have a florist business in northeast Victoria in Australia. So today's video has so far gone to crap because it's a farm tour. And now, of course, the day I want to film it, it's pouring rain. So we might have to do that in the rain. And I had a different way of filming it, which I now can't do, so that sucks. But anyway, I want to say real quickly first, thank you so much to Danny, who bought me a chocolate on Buy Me a Coffee. I ate them already. I was going to show you them, but no, I didn't. My favourites. So they're really expensive. She bought me 3, but I could only afford 2 because they're like $7 each. But anyway, worth it. I don't know if you can get Loco Love where you are. These guys should sponsor me. I'm doing a good job here. Okay, and I also had a video consult with Julie from Indiana, and she was one of the winners of the prize, and that was really fun. I enjoyed that. She's got some really cool things coming up with her farm and what she's doing, so I don't know what more I can say. I mean, it's probably private. So anyway, today let's get into it. We're gonna have a farm tour. I'm gonna show you where we're up to with everything, and we're gonna do it in the rain. Let's get started. So I've just been to the wholesaler and back, and what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go around and show you the little random bits and pieces we've got kind of just in random spots. Then I'll show you the hothouses, and then we'll go out to the flower field and I'll show you what we've got out there and what's going in soon. So as you can see, it's the middle of winter. It's very cold. It's just rained again, but we have had about 2 weeks of sunshine, so it's okay. And we're behind as usual. We've just been slowly getting things in, and we're almost finished with all of our cool flower crops. So we would say that we'll then have a rest, but we won't be, because then we've got to build that flower shed. So we will just be going all winter, and we typically find that we are just flat out busy in the winters. So anyway, I'll show you what I've got here. We've got this sort of area along our driveway, and I've been working on this garden bed. So I've still got heaps to do to clean out and mulch it all. But where I've got that mulch, I've put daffodils in. I bought some different varieties. One's called Replete, I think, and the King Alfred's, and then a mix with a few other things in it. I really like those really fluffy, frilly ones that don't look like typical daffodils. Nobody knows what they are. And I also saw a tip: if you're selling them and you refer to them as narcissus, which is, you know, their name, people don't realise they're daffodils and they go nuts for it. So there you go. Have we got anyone from California? Because look, we have a redwood. Look at it. I've got more daffodils in here. I've kind of just put them in my house garden because I like them, but I can pick from them if I want. We've got some starting to come up. And just in this area, sorry, I started eating something. As I was saying, just in this area here, I just threw some breadseed poppy seeds, and they're coming up. So they're just popping up. I will have to thin it out. Wait till they get a bit bigger. I've been working on, these hellebores are tiny, but I do have hellebore plants. There's a heap over there. That's just a process. It's going to take years for me to fill this with hellebores. They're an expensive plant to buy, for one. But I don't know if you know the trick to get your vase life with the hellebores. You want to pick them when the stamens have all fallen out. So they'll actually sit on the plant for a while before they're good enough to pick and use. But that's a pretty long stem. Look at that. But this is too early to pick. That all needs to fall out, which I know isn't as pretty in a vase, but you're going to get about 2 to 3 weeks vase life if you wait. If you pick it before they fall out, like if I pick that now, I might get a couple of days. It's just going to droop. See, that's lost most of them. That one, I mean, it's too short to use, but that one would last a long time in a vase now. Take it over to these hothouses. They're kind of in the middle of a transition at the moment. So a lot of the stuff that we were putting in, we've moved it now. And then there's some stuff that we're kind of waiting on. We've got some ranunculus, just a bit of a trial. These are my hydrangeas I took cuttings of. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like 7 have taken from 12, so that's not too bad. A couple of other things like some little bamboo plants. Friend gave me that one, but it's died. Anyway, we've got some ranunculus in here. We're just trialing it. We've got some more kale up the back there. We're just trialing it in here. Queen Anne's lace, which I don't think I want to put out. These are the ranunculus I've grown from seed. So they'll just sit in there until they get big enough. I don't know what these are. Next one, I think this one's a bit of a mess. Let me see. Okay, this was the disaster zone. Oh, my plant got touched by frost, so that is a massive shame. Feverfew, most of these we just need to tip out and start again. Because the soil somehow got filled with Luxbar seed and it's just taken over. Like, we lost all of this to that. It was what was in there? I had billy buttons in there, which I didn't get any of because of the Luxbar. I can't see any at all. It just kind of choked everything out. It was no good. And then all the snapdragons, the really nice ones that I bought, they were in there as well. So that didn't go very well, did it? There's one here. I got one. A similar deal in here. The Godisha looks like it's totally dried out and it didn't get watered, so that's great. Kale, we're just trialing it in here. It's growing much better in the hothouse, which makes sense, of course. Matricaria, so feverfew, and these have just got to be all tipped out as well. I've just got a bit of work to do in here. We do have one ranunculus that survived and popped up, and you can see there are, this is the snaps, the ivory ones. We actually do have some there, so we can probably pull it out, separate it, give it a go. But yeah, this is just like a messy holding zone at the moment. Onto the house garden, which I have big plans for this season, so I'm working away on it, but I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing yet. I've just been weeding, so I've done the back bed. I'm onto the back one. I've got to move this piece of Rio. I'm putting fairy lights up through here, and these 3 deep beds are probably getting pulled out altogether, just so we've got this whole front area just as a grass patch, I think. So not a lot to show you in there at the moment. We will leave these up, but I think I'm going to cut a hole in this fence here and build an arch to go straight in from there, which will make life a little bit easier. Then, oh, blackberries. Oh, James has escaped. Have you got him? Hang on. Jamesy! Look at that little boy. Hi! I'll take him out. Want to come for a walk? Give Mummy your hand. I love you so much. You say, love you, Mummy. Love you, Mama. Okay, let go of Mummy's hand for a minute. Okay, so we've got plot 1. That middle one's plot 2, and then up the back is plot 3. Plot 2 is the cool flowers. This one's reserved just for summer because it doesn't get any winter sun really. Maybe like 2 or 3 hours a day. We did stick the kale in it, and surprisingly the rabbits didn't get this kale. Yeah, so plot 2, let me go through it with you. This one is Godetia and it has suffered some issues. So I'm going to have to plant more in trays as a backup, just in case nothing happens there. We've got Lux Spa under here, or is it Feverfew? I think it's Feverfew actually. It's just being kept under there because the warmth is just making it grow. Oh no, actually that's ranunculus. Jeez, I need Moroni out here. I'm gonna have to get him. I can't do this. Actually can't do the tour without him because I don't know what he's got planted where. There's no labels or anything. So I'm gonna have to go get him. I can smell Feverfew, but that doesn't mean anything. I've found Moroni. He's going to explain what's in each thing for us, under each cover. Okay, do you want to show us what's in what?
Yes.
Okay.
This is called Godetia.
Do you think it's okay or should I plant more?
I think we should just not bother with it and restart.
Start again?
Mm-hmm.
So I've got to plant more?
Yeah. No, start again. Like, I don't think Godetia is a flower that will
But it goes with all the lilies.
Okay.
Okay, then we've got...
And larkspur.
Oh yeah, larkspur.
Blue one.
It just grows like a weed, really.
Mm-hmm.
The next one I know is it's Feverfew, but it's coming out. And then we're going to replant that whole bed. These are the kale that got eaten by the rabbits. But do you think we just weed it and just plant around what we've got left?
I don't think so, because if you look at these ones over here, they already are like in that phase when they are already formed. That pink head.
But won't they keep getting longer?
I know that. I don't really think
We don't
so.
know about kale. We haven't grown it before, but we think we failed.
Yeah. I mean, from the different to the one that I have.
And this was the really good seed. This was the proper cut flower seed that cost a lot of money. So it wasn't that we bought the wrong variety.
It's just like the conditions that we gave them. look how.
And it's going moldy.
No, it's not going moldy. Those are leaves that were taken off by something that was eating them.
Well, do you know what? Maybe we should just dig these out and put them in our garden just to enjoy the look of them.
Yeah, just.
So do you think this is a fail?
Yes, okay,
well, I think Moroni is going to just rip it all out and use the bed for something else at this point. Those ones over there, are they okay?
Because these should be being harvested, but the thing is...
Well, there's no point.
No point.
Anyway, if anyone grows kale, ornamental kale, could you please let us know? Like, is it going to get longer, or because it's developed its colour, is this it? Because they're not very tall. They're not even usable. Couldn't even put them in a bud vase. Okay, next row, what is that?
Ranunculus.
Oh, ranunculus. That's all the corms, and we've probably got another... Where's that other half row of ranunculus?
It's right here.
Oh, that one? Okay. And then we've probably got another row of seed, but we might not get...
No. The other half of ranunculus is over there.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's in here. And we've probably got another whole row of seed, but it may not develop very good flowers this year. We might just be growing the seed for the corms. Okay, yeah. So this was, what's this one? Ranunculus. This one is Feverfew. Is this Feverfew?
Yes, it is.
And it smells amazing. Like those tiny little plants, when we lift that cover off, it's just amazing, isn't it? And I'm a herbal tea drinker, so I drink chamomile tea all the time. So I'm really loving it.
And these ones were very little, and they have kind of double size.
Even though some of this stuff doesn't need a plastic cover, plus our winters compared to other places are pretty, like compared to snow areas in the US, all of these things would survive here probably. But if you put a cover on it, it just speeds them up. So that's why we put covers on. Does this one have anything?
No.
Oh, these two rows have nothing. There's...
This is going to have the Nigella.
Yeah, okay.
And this one you were saying something.
So we've still got a row of Nigella, a row of Canterbury bells, a row of snaps, Where's our stock gonna go?
Oh, it can go in those ones.
Yeah, okay. There is some sea holly up there, but we're not sure if we want to grow sea holly. We can't decide.
Well, not this variety.
No, this variety's no good. We need the variety with the really like big heads on it, and this variety wasn't, or it didn't like the conditions. We're not sure, but why do you keep doing that for? You're making my head look big.
Oh.
So he's going to show you plot 3 now, which has nothing in it, but he's got plans for it, don't you, Elmore?
Oh yeah, but it's at the moment it's pretty bad.
It's a new setup, so it's just filled with rocks, really bad. But he's got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tilled up. But the process now is Moroni has this sieve. He puts it over the top of the wheelbarrow and he shovels loads of dirt into it to sieve all the rocks out.
Looks like a riverbed.
Yeah.
So,
well, it was. They sluiced all through here for the gold.
and
then that's the creek out over there, so...
Yeah, and because it's very gravelly. I mean, it will be very good for natives, but not very good for other stuff.
No.
Because it will dry up very quickly in the summer.
We've got to work on this area a little bit. This is where we had the zinnias last year, and that soil there's okay.
Yeah, because I had done what I did this, I did that.
But now we've got 7 more beds to prepare for summer. And we've still got to put the hothouse up.
Oh no.
Oh crap, he just fell over in the mud, just like a true boy. He's going to think that's so great. Did he fall off the wall? Look at him. He's going to clean him with his... Wow, that's his bloody work jumper that I keep saying stop putting stains on it. Oh, mi amor. So up in here is where we're going to put our native garden, and where this flattens out I want to put a big sort of fire pit area with the log seats around it. Not those logs, they're too like rough, but just some nice logs. Still got to get the guy in to come and remove all that for us, but this is the view from up here. I mean, it's not that high, but wouldn't that be so cute up here overlooking the flower field in the native garden? So there, plot 1, plot 2, plot 3. I said 3 really weird then, because I was going to say something else and I changed my mind halfway through. Yeah. So this season we will have 24 beds full out here for the summer. For the cool flowers we're going to have probably 10 full beds. And then we've just got the bits and pieces everywhere else, and the foliage is just sort of all over the place. There's like no rhyme or reason where the foliage is. We just have this ongoing workload, just never kind of ends, and we know that it's going to be like this for a few more years probably while we set up. It will be amazing to have these 24 beds done, and then we are going to extend it back up a little bit. So, but not for this year. We just aren't going to have time to get that ready. But a friend lent us her rotary hoe and it's been the biggest help. So we know we definitely want to buy one now. But that's how we've managed to get all these beds done. And I've still got to do this flower shack, which is this building here, which looks like a junky shed because it is. But that has to be done. I sort of need that done by the end of August. So I've got a month. So send you goodbye vibes for that one. So with those plots, we've got a star picket at like 2 at the end of each row. So for each plot we need 32 star pickets, which is 96 for the 3 plots. It's a lot of money. It's about $700 minimum of star pickets. But we have been pulling out fences to start the flower farm. So I'm just going for a walk up to the creek, because I remember years ago we put up a fence down here for sheep. We had sheep. So I'm just going to walk down there and see if they're still there. There's a star picket right there. There's a few. There's not many. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's maybe 10. But that's all right. We can grab them out. This looks really pretty in summer because the willows are all green and everything. But I mean, it's still pretty cute right now. This dam used to be so nice, but these reeds have just sort of taken over. They're very invasive. Blackberries, and now it's filled with algae. But it used to be this beautiful crystal clear sort of pond. So we're going to have to work on cleaning that up a bit because it's a spring dam as well. It sucks because we're just so flat out busy. Some things get neglected while other things get improved. And that dam is something that got neglected. So we try not to be disappointed about things like that because there's just physically nothing we could have done about it. Because the other thing is we're living on such a tight budget to make this happen, this whole farm. And we've done pretty good. I mean, we've done a full 12 months living off the farm. Like these is our 2 full-time jobs. So, I don't know, it just sucks a bit. Like, when we get to the point that we can employ people, probably someone's job is literally going to be maintenance on just fixing things up that we had to just let go while we worked on other things. It just is what it is. You know, it'd be great to live on this picturesque farm that looked perfect and everything was in its place. We would love that so much, but it's 2 of us doing this. There's no free help and there's no money to pay for help right now. I am thinking about using the YouTube income. It would, you know, it would only pay for 4 hours a month at the moment for somebody, but those 4 hours, if it was somebody that could achieve a lot in 4 hours, could help us. I don't know. Then we're like, I don't know if it's going to be really enough to notice a difference. So we don't know. So that's our farm tour for today. Thanks so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this video. As you saw, there's like, it's all in hibernation mode really. We've just got to wait now, get the rest of those things in and just wait, which we won't be just sitting around waiting. We'll be doing other things. But yeah, thanks for being here again and see you next week. Hello, I'm back. This is just a little one on the end because probably the people who've been here for a while will still be watching. But it was my birthday this week and look what I bought myself. It's like it's one of those kids blind bags, but it's Sylvanian family. Does anybody know this? It's the cutest stuff. So let's open it. Do you think I could be on one of those toy shows? Oh crap, now I need scissors. Excuse me, kid. Got scissors. Oh, it's the one with the birthday cake. I'm not very good at opening these, am I? Oh, cute. Look at little kitty.
Wow!
Wow, it's a cakey. Is it for Mummy's birthday? You sing happy birthday to Mummy? Happy birthday to you. Can you sing happy birthday to Mummy?
What?
And a little plate with a cake. A strawberry cake. Are you seeing this? Are you?
No.
Ugh. Are you seeing this?
Num num num.
I love little miniature things. And I've always kind of dreamed of having time to like have a room full with dolls' houses and build them and stuff and little miniatures. Maybe I will. Maybe when we get this flower shack, I can do it in the studio. Anyway, see yous.
Go. It's big. Nom 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 nom.